What's going on, ERB sports fans and baseball card fans out there everywhere? I'm going to talk about 2024 Topps Chrome and whether you guys should buy it or not. It has been a minute since I made an opinion video of a release. In this case, we're going to talk about the 2024 release of Topps Chrome, the much awaited release. Let's go ahead and get into it. I want to talk about whether it is worth the buy or not. Well, we're going to go through some pros and cons, give you guys some numbers. If you can see to the screen on the side of me, take it for what it is. It is not perfect, but anyway, real quick and dirty, what do we have so far? We have pre-release on Topps website for hobby boxes for $190 for one autograph, $190 per autograph, 96 cards per box. We've got a now 300 card checklist instead of the previous 220, so that is a pretty significant increase year over year. We have jumbo boxes at $390. Last year, I believe they were at $324, $299, somewhere in that range, depending on when you bought it. 3 autographs per box, so do the math there. You get $130 per autograph. 156 cards per box. And again, 300 card checklist. So you're going to need to buy more of the product to get the complete set, to get the players you want, to get the MVP buybacks you want. So, what do we have overall for a price per card? Where for 2024 Chrome, you got just shy of $2 per card. Like I said, $190 per autograph, but $2 per card. In 2023, when the pre-release came out, I believe these were $125 a box. And so at that point, you had $1.30 a card, roughly, for the 96. So you're seeing a 52% increase in terms of cost per card, which is not insignificant. Got my little handy cheat sheet here. Sorry for looking away at the camera. I'll try and do better, I promise. This is low budget at its finest. Bear with me here. Anyway, we have got a 52% increase in the cost per card for 2024 versus 2023. That's a pretty significant increase, I'm not gonna lie. But I guess you weigh that against Chrome last year when they went to 1 autograph per box. They were going to lower the box price, but lo and behold, where are we at this year? It's right back where it was. Yes, when it was 2 autographs per box, it was around $190 a box. Now for 1 autograph, we're right back where we started, and we got a bigger checklist. We'll get into that in a little bit. So, like I said, 220 cards was 2023. 300 cards this year. So the question you might be asking is, if you're buying hobby boxes, you're buying a case of hobby boxes, how many complete sets can you expect to get out of a hobby box case? Well, you're going to need to buy a lot more this year than you did last year. So last year, you needed to buy about 3 hobby boxes to get the entire 220 card checklist. When you take out all the inserts and the parallels and all the 1988 inserts, this year they're going to be 1989. You get the picture. You're going to end up needing to buy about an extra box worth of product this year versus last year to get the same guys you wanted last year. So that's not going in our favor, but the checklist is loaded. A lot of videos so far about all the good names that we wanted in this checklist. Ellie, Jackson Chourio, Jackson Merrill, Jackson Holiday, Wyatt Langford, Evan Carter, lots and lots of great guys. Can't fault Topps there for loading it up when you're going to make it harder to hit these guys. It's marketing at its finest. Now, how many dollars would you have to spend if you bought these at pre-release last year versus this year to get a complete set? Well, last year was about $380 would get you a complete set. This year, it's a whopping almost $800. That is a 207% increase. Almost got a little tongue-tied there. 207% increase year over year for the same basic thing, which is a complete set of the product. Well, you guys can do the math there in terms of whether you're going to get MVP buybacks. Sure, you might get 2 in a box. You might get none in 3 boxes. You certainly will have a lot of variance there. You're still going to get $20 per card, which isn't great, honestly, when you think about the price of the case and you're getting basically 12 boxes per case. So you're going to get maybe 3 of each guy. If you're getting every 4 boxes, you're getting a complete set. Do the math there. You're about $120 in MVP buyback. That is not as good as last year, which last year I think the math works out to, if it's 3 boxes for a complete set, you're getting the same 2 guys. They only have two MVPs every year. It's not like they're making more of those, unless they do Cy Young buybacks, which I doubt they will, but you never know. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll have to. Anyway, you get 4 guys last year. This year you're going to get 3 guys per, basically. So you're going to end up getting less value in terms of your buyback. You're going to spend a hell of a lot more. I just don't think it's worth it. Honestly, I thought about it long and hard. You know, I spend a lot of time on Brett's channel. We do the Batter Up segment. For those of you who watch that segment, you know I give it to you straight. I tell you what I see. I call it like it is. I'm not here to upsell you on anything. I'm just here to be honest with you and tell you my thoughts. They were all buying cases. They were all getting crazy, buying, just saying, I got one in my cart. And I'm like, I have a feeling these are going to be up on the website for quite a while. And as of the recording of this video on Wednesday, June 29th, or June 19th, not June 29th, getting a little ahead of myself here. June 19th, they're still up on the website. They've been up on the website for about 36 hours now. So they probably made a lot of it. You guys got to think about that too. We don't have the odds yet either. So we don't even know how hard the parallels are to hit. We know we're going to get refractors. We know we're going to get prisms. We know we're going to get things like the 1989 insert, which you cannot use for MVP buyback, but we know we're going to get all of those things. So again, think about this from the perspective of when you did last year, why was the product very, very lucrative, right? MVP buyback, it released perfectly at the National. People were at the National. Couldn't get enough of it. They were redeeming them for the silver packs. They were selling the silver packs for $75 a pop. I don't even know if they're going to have that this year. I haven't even seen anything in terms of any information on that. There isn't even a Topps booth this year. There's only a Fanatics booth and a Panini booth. Maybe Topps and Fanatics are now one booth. Maybe Topps isn't there at all. We don't know yet. I'm just speculating. Again, do I think Topps will be there? Probably under the Fanatics umbrella, but they won't have their own booth, and they may not have the buybacks or the silver packs like we want to take a box to the National and get the wrapper redeemed to go get the dollars for the silver pack and consider that an extra additional kicker as a buyback, so to speak, to get the box price down so you can rip it. So we haven't covered jumbos. Really quickly want to cover jumbos and give you guys my final thoughts. Hopefully get you guys out of here in under 10 minutes. Jumbos, like I said, $389 for the box price, 3 autos per box, $130 for each autograph, 156 cards in the box. That gives you a price per card of $2.50. It's a little bit more than a hobby box. Year over year, we saw a little bit of an increase in price, about 20% increase in price year over year on a price per card basis. Last year it was $2.09, $2.08, somewhere in there, versus $2.50 this year. 20% increase in terms of price. 300 card checklist instead of 220. You guys can do the math there. You're going to need to buy roughly an extra box this year to get the complete set if you want to do that. So in terms of your case, you have 2.5 boxes to get a complete set. You're going to get 8 in a case. I think you're going to get roughly 3 again. Last year, you got 2 to 3 more than that in terms of your buyback. You needed to buy every 2 boxes. You basically got an entire set. So again, it's harder to hit the guys you want, not only the rookies you want, but the buyback you want from the MVPs. And you're going to need to spend about $1,000 to get a complete set, a single complete set out of the jumbo boxes. Now, a case price for reference is about $3,400. That's pretty steep. Case price for the regular hobby, about $2,300. Still pretty steep. Probably about the standard price. But again, less autos than in normal years. That's not going back. We're not going back to 2 and 5. Let's be honest. Those days are gone. The product does have a lot more cool inserts. I will say, again, going back to the rookies, it's got a lot of good rookies. The rookies you want. The rookies we wanted, we asked for them, we got them. But would I buy this product in volume? I don't think I am. In fact, I don't even think I'm going to buy any. I'm going to wait a while. Maybe I'll buy the singles. Maybe I'll buy them in the fall when the card shows come around. Maybe I'll buy them in next spring when the season rolls around, Jackson Holliday is still in the minors. Wyatt Langford, very slow start. Jackson Chourio, very slow start. Jackson Merrill, pretty good. Evan Carter, haven't really kept tabs on him. Ellie De La Cruz, guy strikes out a lot, but man, is he electric. No doubt. Steals a lot of bases, hits a lot of home runs, a flashy player to watch. But again, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for these guys. Are these guys generational talents? So far, not really. But again, it's very early. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, whether you're buying any of this product, whether you're happy about the checklist. I think we're all happy about the checklist. Again, I think Topps, are they ripping us off? Well, it's a pretty steep cost increase. And one final thought, I'll grant you, the price per box on the pre-order from 2023 was really cheap. Prices escalated quickly. Hobby boxes almost escalated to about $200 a box within the time of the National. So if I look at it through that lens, it's still a 40% cost increase year over year when you factor in the checklist. And you have to factor in you're still going to get less of the guys you want. And then from the jumbo perspective, it's about 30%. So that's a steep amount. And is that going to continue year over year? I think it might. I think that's where we're headed. I think we're headed eventually to a 400 card checklist. I hope not, but I think we're headed towards a Panini type Prism checklist. 350 to 400 cards, maybe more. You never know. But anyway, guys, like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. Hope this was helpful, and stay tuned for more content.